Hello and welcome to the 25th episode of the Real List Podcast, a podcast about our real list. I'm your host, Ellis.
And I'm your host, Gloria.
And today we have a selection from you. I'm blaming you.
Technically, this is your fault.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
this is your idea.
Yeah, it is. You wanted to see a child's movie.
No, I did not. I did not pick this movie. You picked this movie.
You wanted to see the damn movie.
No. Wrong. Incorrect. I was enjoying the memes about the people going in suits, however. That was kind of funny.
I don't understand why.
Why didn't we dress up for this?
Because that's not what we do here.
That's not what we do here. Well, we'll be dressed up tomorrow for your birthday at a very fancy restaurant.
Yay.
You picked that one. You also picked this movie.
I did not pick this movie.
You did pick this movie. This is Minions, The Rise of Gru. And you know what? As some Redditor said, life is too short to pretend the Minions aren't funny. And you know what? This wasn't that bad. So, 2022, I wrote 2021 on the list because I can't fathom the fact that it's 2022. It just came out. It was in theaters. We saw a movie in theaters in 2022. Unbelievable. Directed by Kyle Balda, screenplay by Matthew Fogel, story by Brian Lynch and Matthew Fogel, produced by some people, starring Steve Carell as Gru,
Michael from The Office,
Michael Scott as Gru, Pierre Coffin, Taraj P. Henson, Michelle Yeoh,
I don't know.
Russell Brand, Julie Andrews, Alan Arkin. I don't really know how these people correspond to the people in the movie. I don't know who they
Brand play?
You can probably scroll down to, like, the cast, right?
He
Voice
played
cast.
Dr. Nefario.
Yeah, it was Dr. Nefario. Okay, so yeah. Do you want to explode? This is one of those... I'm bad at picking out actors and actresses already. When it comes to someone who is voice acting a character, unless their voice is really distinct, probably not going to get it. I probably do not know who that is. Dolph Lundgren as Vengeance. So this movie made $412 million on an $80 million budget.
And Danny Trejo.
Yeah, as Stronghold. Oh yeah, the big metal hands guy.
Yeah. Julie Andrews as Gru's mom.
Oh God.
And Alan Arkin as Wild Knuckles.
Knuckles was a pretty fun character.
He was. He kind of reminds you of that badass grandpa that you're not supposed to hang out with.
Yeah, the one that does things that
mom and
mom
do not approve of.
Yeah, exactly. The kind of grandpa that does questionable home renovations and takes you fishing. But he I won't say he carried this movie, but Knuckles was a pretty good character.
Covered in cat hair.
And there were a lot of characters in this movie. There were a lot of main characters.
There were so many characters. You had Gru, you had his mom, you had all the minions.
Yeah.
You had the Vicious Six, and can we just talk about that nun?
The nun! Oh my God! The nun is hilarious. The nun with the organ flying machine.
With her flying car.
Nunchucks.
With her, yeah.
Because it's a nun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very funny.
It is very funny. Hold on. The Vicious Six. That's why they sort of blur together in my head. Who's who? I mean, you have Vengeance, the Swedish guy, the nun, Big Hands, Bell Bottoms, and Krabby.
Lobster Claw.
Yeah, the Claw.
The Claw.
Who was probably the person I cared about least at this whole thing.
I didn't like the rollerblade guy.
No, you didn't like Vengeance?
I felt like he was, I don't know.
Awesome, because he's Swedish. You're welcome.
I felt like a villain on rollerblades made no sense to me.
No, villains on rollerblades are just fine. Weren't they all on rollerblades at one point?
No.
No? Just him?
Just him.
I thought Bell Bottoms was also rollerblading at one point. Maybe that's just me.
Vicious Six Shoes.
Oh my God. Which, Yeah, the nun is pretty memorable. Just for being a character that has almost no speaking lines, just being that iconic. I feel like the nun is number two behind Bell Bottom in terms of stage presence in this movie.
Well, Bell Bottom was the one who did the betrayal.
Yeah. Well, they all did the betrayal.
Well, yes, they all did, but
Blah, blah, blah.
um, but Bell Bottom was the one who mainly did the betrayal.
I mean, it is pretty clear to me that she orchestrated it. You know, uh,
Were you expecting the betrayal?
I don't think I was. Um, I thought he was gonna die, like in multiple periods in the film. Every time that they faked us out on Knuckles' death, which is like 4 or 5 times during the movie, I thought like, oh my god, this film's actually killing someone. It's a kids movie and they're killing. Oh no, he's still alive. Every single time, I honestly, I bought it. I don't know if that makes me stupid, uh, but it was just like, I can't believe this film is actually going to kill someone. Uh, Although at the beginning it was pretty understandable because it's like the exact same, not like frame by frame, but it's the exact same death as Charles Muntz in Up.
Yes.
Did you see
Yes.
that when you were looking at it?
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, oh, he's getting kicked out of his flying machine and he's falling to his death. That's how they killed Charles Muntz, so he's definitely dead, right? No. He's
I don't
going to
know,
be in the
maybe-
rest of the movie.
Maybe Illumination does it different. Maybe they just kill off characters like nobody's business.
No, I guess Illumination is not as hardcore as Pixar is.
Yeah.
They're not as sad, which I get that.
I'm just reading this, and it says that this is like the fifth film, the fifth overall film.
Yeah.
In the Despicable Me franchise. I didn't know that it had that many films.
Yeah, it's Despicable Me 1, 2, and 3, right?
Yeah.
And then Minions.
Oh, the two
and then
Minions,
this.
the two Minions movies.
Yeah. So there was the original Minions movie and then this one, which I watched a compilation of the funniest bits from the Minions movie.
Who's your favorite Minion?
Oh god. Who is my favorite Minion? The ones from those memes where it's just like a normal like boomer Minion meme, but they've changed some of the words to make it really graphic and bad. Like
No, I meant from the movie.
No, I know, I'm just saying. I think I wish I could remember their individual personalities. It's probably the one with the one eye, I think is my favorite.
Stuart?
Stuart, I guess. I don't know. Did you have a favorite Minion?
Bob.
Bob? Bob is
Cause
the little one?
Because he's cute and innocent, and he has two different colored eyes.
He does.
He's very cute. He has two different colored eyes, and that's why I liked him from the first Minions movie
You saw the first Minions movie?
with Audrey.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I have not seen the first Minions movie, if that surprises
Well, you don't
anybody.
have small children, so you
I
wouldn't...
don't have small children, but I was very okay with seeing this movie.
Not yet, you don't have small children.
Thankfully, I don't have small children. I don't intend to have small children in the immediate future. Thank you. Except for the two idiots that are in the other room on the couch watching the lightning out the window.
Yeah, the boys.
Yep, that's right. Wabble and Jillies are visiting us again. Just kidding. This is the sixth highest grossing film of 2022, and half of the reason I was okay with seeing it is because of the absurd
Amount of memes.
Yeah, the absurd videos on TikTok of people going to see it in suits. And actually,
I've never seen any of those TikToks, and I'm always on TikTok.
well, it's just not in your thing. TikTok's a huge content base, and that's what I find really interesting about it, and that's what sort of makes me want to get into it, is because you and someone else can have completely different user experiences with the videos you get recommended and the videos you see, just based on what you like and what you don't like.
Yeah, it's your algorithm.
Yeah, it's your algorithm, and that's what I'm saying. It is really cool. Like, I know, haha, TikTok bad, but I just kind of wonder what I would end up with. I kind of wonder what I would get if I
A
was
lot
on
of
TikTok.
trains.
Yeah, I mean train stuff, probably memes, probably funny videos, probably like car related stuff.
If you
Um,
do TikTok, I'll send you funny TikToks.
you already do that.
Yeah, but now I could send you funny TikToks in TikTok.
Nah, keep sending them to me on Discord. Meh. I like how we haven't hardly talked about the movie at all. We talked about some of the characters. What about what about? So there are so many things in this movie that just sort of happen.
Yeah,
Uh, it really is. There, it's a little light on plot.
I like how Knuckles teaches Gru how to be a thief and always teaches him like if you're gonna do a heist, you need to stay in character.
Yep.
And I'm just like, oh, that's sweet, but at the same time,
At the same time, they are evil. They're both evil. You need to talk about these things and these characters in reference to like you are rooting for the bad guys. I mean, you're rooting for the bad guys in all these films, in all the Despicable Me films, because
yeah,
the
exactly.
minions are bad guys.
Well, Gru turns out to be the good guy in the Despicable Me films.
I
You know,
mean,
he has children, he gets married, and
he's still a bad guy,
I
though.
mean, yeah,
You know, I know that like his whole shtick in what is it, the third one
is to
is
be a good
like,
guy.
yeah, I know that at some point he joins the Anti-Villain League and is doing like undercover work for them, and then he gets kicked out of that job because he botches something, and then I don't know. That's like the plot of the second and third films, I think. I don't know. I've
I
seen
don't
some of the
know.
first movie and then this one. Um, you could say that I'm not really up on the Minions lore. I had to Google the Minions and read their Wikipedia page because I wanted to understand more about them. I
Yeah,
was
the
just like
minions have their own Wikipedia page.
I was just like, okay, so what are they? Because you sort of recognize that Master Cho or whatever, the Kung Fu lady, um, Master Chow, sorry, sort of begins to realize that the minions are basically indestructible. And I just sort of thought about that and went, wait, how indestructible are these guys actually? Where did they come from? What's going on here? Like, we just know they've been around for a really long time. Why do I care so much about this?
I don't know. Why do you care so much about
I need
this?
answers.
You need answers.
Yeah,
I need my birthday presents.
you will get them tomorrow. Tomorrow's your birthday.
No, no.
Gloria's been asking for the birthday presents for the last 2 weeks
I have.
consistently,
I have. And I am persistent.
and you have got nothing for it. Have you seen this man?
No!
uh, anyway, that was actually the Mona Lisa that Gru stole.
Yes, it was.
I recognize it. Obviously, I was just thinking like, is this some sort of movie fake, or did he just walk out with like the Mona Lisa? Why was the Mona Lisa in the Bank of Evil in the first place? Again, this movie's a little light on plot.
Villains steal stuff, and they have replacements for things,
Yeah.
so they don't get caught. So I mean, they could have put a really good replica in place of the Mona Lisa, and they have it in their safe.
Did you like the callback of Knuckles saying "shoot for the moon"?
Yeah, I noticed. I was like, and that's where he probably got the idea to steal the moon from.
Yeah. But to come back to it, all those TikToks spawned a out of the loop thread on Reddit of somebody being like, "Why are people going to see the Minions movie in suits?" And then I just read the whole discussion on the movie in there, and it sort of made me go, "Huh. I hadn't really considered that this might be not a bad movie." Uh, what? You're making a face.
Did you figure out why they went to the movies in suits?
No, no. They're really. It was just sort of because meme, basically. I don't know who started it. I don't know why it started. I'd have to go back to those threads. I was a little bit more engrossed in the discussion of the actual movie than getting an answer. But I like how 11-year-old Gru sounds exactly the same as grown-up Gru.
I mean, his voice is a little more high pitched.
A little bit, not
Not completely,
no,
but
yeah. Also, you need to find your inner beast.
yeah.
That's
I don't know if I liked the whole plot around the what they had to steal the
The stone?
stones. I don't know. I really didn't feel like. I mean, I get it. It's a kids movie. It's all made up, but like, I don't know.
What about it didn't you like?
I don't know. I just feel like the whole zodiac stones and them using it to like channel their power or whatever, or
Yeah.
I don't know. I just didn't really think that the plot was there for me.
I think that's like the one part of it that was good
Consistent.
plot. Yeah, I mean it's like the only thing that gets carried through the whole thing. The the chases that they do, like chasing the biker guy, sort of begins and ends out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
The going to San Francisco, the this whole fight between the Vicious Six and Knuckles, it's all pretty random and doesn't tie itself to anything else. The whole, oh, they have the stone and they're going to use it, the pathway the stone takes, at least that's one consistent plot line. I thought you were going to say, I honestly thought you were getting into something about, like, you thought it was like appropriation or something like that with them using the Zodiac, and I was going to counter with,
Well, I liked how they did it after the Chinese New Year. Like they waited until after the Chinese New Year was over because that's what they were celebrating was the Chinese New
yeah, the
Year.
Chinese New Year when the clock strikes midnight, then the stones unleash their power. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I thought that was cool. I thought that was. It's not every day you see a movie go for the Chinese zodiac as like the root of spiritual power,
Well, I
right?
mean, I don't know.
Usually it's something Christian. You know, think of all
Yeah.
like the horror movies that are like about Satan or whatever, or even Indiana Jones. There's the Last Crusade is the first movie, and that's about the Ark of the Covenant. Um,
I don't know. I've never seen. I've only seen the first Indiana Jones. So
yeah, that's that one. You know, when he opens the thing and his face melts. That's like the climactic scene in that
where
movie.
they're looking for the Holy Grail or something.
No, that is okay. Maybe I'm getting them mixed up. Indiana Jones movies. Oh, sorry, Raiders of the Lost Ark is the one I was thinking of. Duh, because it's the Ark of the Covenant. And then yeah, Last Crusade is the third one, and that's when they're looking for the Holy Grail. Sorry, my bad. Mixed that up. Either way, these are both like uh, Christian myths, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Temple of Doom is like Central American, and then Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is Central American slash aliens. Um, I think,
I think this is the one where they eat the frozen monkey brains.
yeah, you think so? It has Shia LaBeouf in it.
I think so. Or
Okay,
maybe it was this one. I'm not
that
sure.
one, this one. I mean, Temple of Doom. Temple of Doom is sort of the black sheep. People hate on Crystal Skull. I don't think Crystal Skull is that bad. Um, that's an unpopular opinion, but I think the first three are campy, and the fourth one is also campy, and it's just
And I just saw that
nostalgia.
they're coming out with an Indiana Jones 5.
Yeah, I've heard rumors that Harrison Ford only agreed to do Star Wars again if he got another Indiana Jones movie.
Ha!
Apparently, he likes doing that. So yeah, there has been a fifth one. It's been in development hell forever, but this is not about Indiana Jones. I did get Indiana Jones vibes at the beginning with Knuckles and them
Oh
storming
yeah,
the
with
storming the temple.
yeah, and all the little what do they call the
I don't
things
know
he
what they
the things
were.
he fought.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of the Tinker Toys from Spy Kids.
Oh God. I don't. I don't.
Have you
I
ever
think I've
seen?
only seen one of the Spy Kids, and believe it or not, I have it on DVD. It
Really?
might be at Dad's house, but I do own, I think, Spy Kids 2.
Oh man, no, it's not the Spike. It's Spy Kids 3D.
Spy Kids 3D is when they're
Yeah.
fighting a little. I thought they were going to be minions. I thought the reveal was that they were like minions in armor or something.
No, they looked like little Tinker, like little robot, like little like automatons.
Yeah, no, I know what they looked like. I just, having not seen the previous movie,
Oh, you're
which,
just assuming.
yeah, I was just like, where are the minions going to show up? Where are the minions? And then finally they're with Gru. Which, that opening scene with Gru going to, like, going down into his lair for the first time and the minions all working on stuff, that's a really funny sequence.
Yeah.
Uh, you get to see how the minions are just organized chaos. And everyone's working on different things. Most of them are messing with each other, but they're still somehow building
Yeah,
this stuff.
the minions have big personalities.
They, they have quite a technological aptitude too, which is what I was hoping we'd see more of.
See, that's what you gotta watch the original movies to get that aspect of them,
Hmm.
because in the original movies they already have Gru has a house, and Gru has this whole lair in his basement and everything, and you see what the minions did throughout the years of working for Gru.
Yeah, I mean, this is. I don't know how this stacks up as a good prequel, but again, it's not that bad for a kids movie. It's pretty fine. It's funny enough.
I like the Office opening theme animation that came out when this movie was about to come out.
Was that when this came out, or was that the previous movie?
This was when this came out. I'm pretty sure. Or
I
maybe
thought that was. Uh, when did the Office Minions
3 weeks
thing
ago.
happen? That was really that was for this.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I thought it was way older than that. That's hilarious. It is really great.
I love it. And me being a fan of The Office, it's also it's great because it's like, oh yeah, that's Steve Carell. Steve Carell played Michael, and Michael does Gru. So
Yeah, well, it's too bad we didn't have the rest of the Office cast as various minions or whatever. That would have been pretty funny. I Oh yeah, that's what it reminded me that there's a lot of butts in this movie. I forget
a
how
lot of butts
I
in this
forgot
movie.
like how funny butts are to children.
both are pretty funny.
I guess I just was, just sort of like, okay,
I think
okay,
someone got Betty started.
minions butts. Yeah, right. And I mean there were some other butts in it. It's only butts that you don't really want to see.
Yeah.
Like we didn't see Bell Bottom's butt.
Oh, you would have liked that one.
I maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't have. I don't know. I didn't see it. But I guess that's where you cross the line. If you're showing like weird butts, funny. If you're showing
actually
like
people butts.
yeah, or, well,
You're
I was gonna say
canceled.
sexy butts.
If you're showing actual butts, you're canceled.
You're probably not a kids movie anymore.
What is this movie rated? G?
Probably G. I would hope so. It's a Minions movie. Minions: The Rise of Gru, unrated. Oh look, there's a whole section on the TikTok trend of the Wikipedia page. Hold on. Minions: Rise of Gru. If I look it up, it should just tell
PG.
me, right? PG. Okay. Yeah, I guess the butts really messed it up. Morbius. A popular internet meme involving groups of young men dressed in suits like the character Gru. Okay, yeah, because that's what it is. With the tag Gentle Minions. Originated with a group of Australian high schoolers, usually accompanied by the song Rich Minion. Large groups recorded themselves cheering, throwing bananas at the screen, and pouring Gru's trademarked steepled fingers. Several theaters in the UK banned groups of young men from seeing the film. Steepled? You don't know what that means?
No.
Like when you put your fingers together like a steeple?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just a little dumb.
The substantial meme subculture around the rise of Gru was noted by The Face to be similar to memes surrounding the superhero film Morbius. Both meme subcultures focused around a largely ironic appreciation for the supposed strengths, often verging on the absurdist. But The Face noted that the interest in the rise of Gru was largely based in genuine interest in the film, whereas the interest in Morbius was based solely in the latter's perceived lack of quality.
Oh my god.
What?
That.
I'm gonna morb.
Can you not?
you remember when Gru morbed all over those guys? That was amazing. Remember when Gru saved Knuckles from the crocodiles? That was another moment where I was like, damn, they're gonna kill Knuckles. And then he didn't die somehow.
Good for him.
I'm like, I don't know. Some input would be nice.
I don't know how I feel about this movie because it's just...
Keep talking. You have cat hair on you.
Oh, I don't know how to feel about this movie, honestly. Apparently, according to Ellis, it was my decision.
It was.
So, no, I said I wanted to go to the movies.
Yeah, and then I was going through the list of movies, and you're like, we could see Rise of Gru.
Well, the Bob's Burgers movie was not in theaters, so I guess I couldn't see that.
It was this or Elvis.
Yeah, I honestly would have preferred to see Elvis.
I would have too, except it's a 3-hour movie.
Oh, hell no. But yeah, I don't know. This movie's a lot.
It's a lot.
It
It's
is.
a lot,
It's
but
just,
simultaneously a little.
yeah.
It's
I didn't. How long was this movie?
it's short. It's like an hour and a half. This movie is a mile wide and an inch deep. It's 88 minutes. It's not even an hour and a half.
It felt a lot longer for some reason because it
Yeah.
just packed so much into it.
I mean, there's like 3 or 4 different plot lines going on at once. They are all sort of nonsense.
I think I was also distracted by how trash the food was.
Yeah, we did go to a fancy theater that like you can buy food at, and the food was not very good, and we spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
Spent way too much money on this experience. That's what I was originally going to start this episode with, because this was over a week ago now.
Yeah.
This episode's coming out wicked late.
We got
um,
distracted.
We got
life
we got
happened.
busy. Yeah.
But do you want to jump into star ratings?
Yeah, sure. We can do star ratings. This might be a short episode.
I'm gonna give this 4.
You're gonna give it a 4.
Maybe no, 3.5.
3.5. Okay. Okay.
What do you give
I'm gonna
this?
give it. I'm gonna give it. You know what? I'll be generous and give it 3.5. I was gonna give it 3. It's not a good movie.
Is there a review for Rotten Tomatoes on it yet?
Yeah, it's like 34%.
Oh man,
Where'd it go?
right there.
Oh no, sorry,
Post track.
34%. Sorry, I misread this. 34% of the Rise of Gru audience were between the ages of 13 and 17. So yeah, 1/3 of people were people going for the meme, basically. Let's see the Rotten Tomatoes on Rise of Gru. Minions: The Rise of Gru. Rotten Tomatoes rating. And God damn it. Enable ads for Rotten Tomatoes. Thank you. Can I see the
72%. Wow.
That's actually really good. Yeah. 72%, 90% audience score.
I bet you most of them were children.
I don't think children leave reviews.
Well, maybe parents.
I mean, yeah, I could see some parents saying my kid loved it. But even still, for 72%, that's pretty good. Grossed 200 million in the US and another 200 million elsewhere.
The minions return.
With a premise as clumsy and flopped as their rescue plans.
Full review in Spanish.
Mindless, empty, and completely obnoxious. Well, it's not... Yeah. The story is instantly forgettable, but the film looks great, moves briskly, and boasts the vocal stylings of a cast that sounds like they're having the time of their life. That is also true. Everyone seems to be enjoying themselves in this movie. You know, you can tell when the actors aren't in it. Not quite as much with an animated movie, but even still.
Yeah. Well,
It's not a terrible. That's my official review. It's not terrible. It's pretty funny.
it's not terrible. I mean, it's okay.
If you want to get some like cheap laughs, slapstick laughs, this is the closest thing you get to Three Stooges these days. These three basically are the Three Stooges.
Yeah.
Um,
Stuart, Kevin, and
And
Bob.
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 Bob. That's yeah.
That's Minions: Rise of Gru.
Yeah, we need to watch some movies. You want to watch a movie? You're supposed to say yes.
Yeah.
You're supposed to say yeah,
let's-
baby,
let's watch
so that
a
we end the show
movie.
like that. I didn't even do the rest of the ending though.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe so we can reach 100
Yeah.
subscribers. Comment.
You don't have to say it like you're just reading off a script, you know. You don't have to say it like you're totally bored out of your mind here.
I'm not bored out of my my
Like,
mind.
comment, and subscribe. Ring that bell.
Ring that bell, guys.
No,
Ring it.
if you've seen Minions or you want to see Minions, go ahead and leave a comment because we look at all the comments.
We do.
All one of them that Hemlock leaves on each episode.
Love them though. Love
And-
those comments.
and they actually are genuinely pretty funny.
Yeah, you got glitter from my phone case.
Why
on
do
your,
I?
on your nose.
Why? My nose hurts for some reason. Don't touch my nose.
You had stuff on your nose.
Anyway, uh, we are at like 80 something subs, so we're getting closer to fixing that URL every day.
Woo!
Let's go watch a movie.
Bye, guys.